funny? This choker is choking me. Do you guys remember Alvin Schwartz in a dark, dark room? It was like a collection of 9 little creepy stories that I used to be obsessed with as a young child, and one of them was about the girl with the green ribbon around her neck. Am I just retelling a folk tale now at the beginning of this video? Do you guys know the story to which I am referring? You know, she lives her whole life with a green ribbon around her neck, and there's this guy and he's always like, why do you have the green ribbon around your neck? And then they're like all through life, they get married, they have like 50 children, and he's always like, why do you have the green ribbon around your neck? She's like, I'll tell you never. And one day they're asleep and he sneakily unties the green ribbon around her neck, and then her head falls off. You guys know what I'm talking about? Because that's what I had in mind today when I was going for this look. I'm gonna take this off though. It's very cute, but the strangulation is real. Today, we are gonna unbox Gucci. We're gonna unbox a Gucci handbag, a pair of Gucci shoes, and a pair of Balenciaga shoes. Generally, in my past lives, I've always strayed away from showing you guys the designer pieces that I get. If you guys have been like part of the YouTube community for a very long time, then I would like to hear you guys' opinion. I feel like overall, do I want to say climate or culture? I don't know which word I'm attempting to pin down. Things on YouTube have changed drastically since I first became part of the community. I remember when I first started, I would see like beauty bloggers, beauty gurus, the OGs of YouTube. If they even showed in a video that they had like one Louis Vuitton bag, I would just witness them getting like a barrage of hate just about having like one Louis Vuitton bag. I've always just grown up like loving to look at high fashion magazines and Vogue and just constantly lusting after like Alexander McQueen and Yves Saint Laurent, and all of this was just like a magical dream in my head. Like I never dreamt that I would be able to afford one designer piece ever in my life. As I began my own career and saving up money, the first designer handbag that I got for myself, I got on sale, and it was like an Yves Saint Laurent bag, and I hope that I can find it. It's missing right now. I remember getting that and just like really enjoying it and also feeling proud about it, but on the flip side, I felt like I absolutely had to keep it entirely a secret because I'd get a lot of for it. Like fast forward to today, and I feel like it's a rarity to see anybody on social media kind of like not having these things and sharing these things, like flexing. I really don't know the balance between sharing and flexing. Last year, I decided to start being more open about these things. I guess I think a lot of people like think that my wardrobe is like, I've got this secret, like everything in my closet is super expensive designer, and it's definitely not. There are definitely days in the past year that I regret sharing any of this stuff at all, like the car that I drive or some of the bags that I carry. Over the past year, I've gotten more hate hurled at me about having some designer pieces, and I don't get it. I would just think that it would be either way to be judged based on the clothes that you wear or the car that you drive, regardless of what purses I have or what little pieces I have here and there. This doesn't make me a different person. I don't think that that shapes who you are. I don't think it determines the type of personality that you have. It's your spirit and the type of person that you are. That's what shapes somebody in my mind. Diatribe! Oh, what are these actually called? I call them Gucci dad shoes. These actually came out in the men's range last year, and I was obsessed with them. I didn't think it was ever gonna be a I didn't think it was ever gonna be a piece that they magically made into women's shoes, but this year they surprised everyone and here they are. I have never really been a sneaker or tennis shoe person up until last year. I got these Louis Vuitton sneakers and I don't even know what they're called. From that point on, I was just like, oh my god, tennis shoes are a thing I can put on my feet. All through high school and college and everything, I just always wore more dressed up shoes, platforms, heels, things of that nature, and I left tennis shoes in my childhood. These Louis Vuitton sneakers that I got last year just kind of made me realize how comfortable and stylish tennis shoes could be. Then fast forward a little bit further and Gucci released these crazy shoes, which I only bought because I saw them come up on Twitter and somebody was making a joke. These would be like THANOS tennis shoes. It was a very funny joke to me. We've never really like discussed this side of our lives, but like Dogman is way into comic books and stuff like that, and so he's kind of like drug me into that scene or caring about certain characters. So far it's just been the Joker and Thanos. It was just like, haha, Thanos tennis shoes. I got those Gucci shoes. I actually got 2 pairs of those because I love them so much, but they're these crazy like crystal shoes. I've just really been into high fashion sneakers. Here they are. These are very plain Jane compared to the other sneakers I have in my collection, but I got these for a very certain purpose. If you guys watched my Chanel handbag unboxing that I did on Banana Peppers last year, if you haven't, I'll link it down below. But I literally bought that bag so I could hang a fake FURBY keychain off of it. And the reason I got these shoes is equally as ridiculous. I feel like the more troubled and anxious that I am in my current life, the more that I regress and try and gather all of these happy memories from my childhood. Still keeping up track with all of my adult responsibilities, but I don't know, just like surrounding myself with sweet little amulets from my childhood to get through the day. When I look at these shoes, they just remind me of like dirty kid sneakers. The guy who works at Gucci who sold me these told me that they spend 6 hours hand scuffing and hand dirtying each shoe. I don't know if that little fact is impressive or ridiculous, but I thought I'd pass it along. You guys can be the judge. They sparked a memory for me. A sweet, sweet memory that I had all the way in 1987. So I was 3 when these particular guys came out, and I talk about these all the time, and next to no one knows what I'm talking about. So you gotta leave a comment down below if you recognize these things, if you know what I'm talking about. They're called bow biters.
Sold separately from Kids Biz.
They made them in all different characters. I think that these are technically My Pet Monster, which was another thing from the 80s. They had like Bart Simpson, Mario, Thomas the Train, Garfield, some other weird kind of characters like this. Like they were licensed characters a lot of the times, but they are these little inventions to help keep your sneakers tied. Their little mouths open. It's kind of like a little almost spring effect, but it's tight enough that it clamps onto the bow tie and onto the laces so that your shoes don't get untied when you're running around on the playground or something and you don't trip and fall and skin your knee like I did a million times. So many times, in fact, that I still have like red skin on my knees. I got these shoes so that I could wear them with these bow biters and Gucci shoes, a match made in heaven. I have been looking for this exact pair of bow biters for, I don't want to confess to you guys how many months. See, this is why I have such a difficult time parting with things. Pictures of things do not work for me, okay? I have to tangibly have the things. And this was the exact pair of bow biters I had when I was a kid, and I wish I would have saved them because now I want to wear them again. So I had to go questing for bow biters again. I just need to keep every single thing I've ever owned in my entire life. 28 years later, I can just recycle all the clothes and the fashion. Feels good to be crazy. It is time to unbox this bag. This is the box. It's a pretty big one, and this is kind of a smaller bag, so wow. This is a wonderful Gucci unbox. Wait, can I just do the thumbnail like this? I'm not like other girls. I unbox my Gucci like an idiot. Okay, I'm struggling and it's showing. Any guesses yet on what this little guy is? ASMR. Here's Johnny. I feel like this will obviously go with 9/10 of my wardrobe, which is black spikes. When I bought it, I joked that it looked like you guys know the spike shell from Mario Kart? Isn't that just what this reminds you of? I don't know why every video I make now has a Mario reference in it. This is definitely for lightweight days when I don't have too many things to carry. I remember testing it out in the store, but I don't remember what the outcome is. If my phone even fits in this bag. I feel like it almost changes the shape of the bag a little bit, maybe makes it a little wonky. Here is the inside. It's like a canvasy material. I do have the bigger version of this that I got when it first came out sometime last year. The moment that I saw this, I became obsessed with it. Any bags in my collection, I'm not somebody where all my clothes are designer or even a majority of my clothes and bags are designer. So when I actually make the choice to spring for that special piece, I always end up going for the weird ones, the different ones, things that I feel like really catch my eye. It has to be something that I couldn't find anywhere else from any other brand, or something that I feel like is so weird it would just be like a timeless piece to incorporate in my wardrobe. I really felt that way about this piece. It reminds me of some of my favorite things ever to be in my wardrobe, like the Unif Hellraisers. You guys know I have a lot of jackets with spikes, sweaters with spikes, camo jackets with spikes. I just feel like spikes, it's just a major part of my fashion taste. The extremely convenient thing that I love about this smaller version that the larger version does not have is a shoulder strap. That is the only thing that sometimes stops me from carrying the larger original version of this bag, is that you have to just commit to like carrying it like this all day. You can't even do that with this bag because this, like the hand straps are too small to really comfortably carry like that. I really do appreciate that this has like a nice crossbody moment. Last thing is another pair of shoes from Balenciaga. I feel like more often than not, I don't really go for the designer pieces that are super trendy. I don't know what it is about Balenciaga. I sort of feel like they're the new up and coming trendy brand with bloggers and fashion vloggers and all kinds of bloggers. Does anyone blog anymore? Somebody let me know. I'm not trying to be rude. I just feel like kind of we have moved more into a vlog era and away from the blog era. Correct me if I'm stupid. The only other time that I really gravitated towards a trendy piece is when everybody had the Yves Saint Laurent. I don't even remember what the ring was called, but I'm gonna put a picture here. These shoes are like that. They are the Balenciaga Triple S's. I love like the huge big sneaker trend where these shoes just keep getting more and more comically large until we're all gonna be walking around in clown shoes. I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison because I'm just curious now if these are bigger or smaller or kind of the same size as the Louis Vuitton sneakers I was talking about earlier. I think that these are a little bit bigger, and I almost want to say I think the Balenciaga Triple S's came out before the Louis Vuitton ones. I might be wrong. Another thing that I loved about these shoes is the first wave of them when they came out also looked very scuffed and beat up. And they had some really interesting colorways. I think like a yellow and a blue and a purple and a bunch of different ones. But I just absolutely love, and I said this the other day when I got these, that one of my favorite colors is clear. I don't know if clear qualifies as a color. Anytime there's any kind of clear stuff incorporated into fashion, I just eat it up for some reason, and I don't know why. Clear purses, clear shoes. Or maybe transparent is a good way to put it, because I love when it's not just clear, but if it's like a blue transparent, or I don't know. I love see-through stuff. So when I saw that there was going to be a triple S that was all white with a clear base, that was the pair that I decided I really wanted the most. I feel like it's gonna go with everything. I've really been into wearing black and white lately. They're like white and clear. They go with everything, right? The only downside to these is I will just say I almost feel like these are the heaviest pair of fashion sneakers that I own. Somehow they feel even heavier than the Gucci shoes I was talking about earlier, covered in heavy crystals. The thick plastic base on these definitely does add a lot of weight. I feel like this first layer that's almost clear, this just has to be like solid rubber. I feel like this is where most of the weight is sitting and not in this kind of more open clear part down here. They are a lot of fun. I think they look great. I think they're also they just say the size on the top of the shoe. I just feel like I really have wanted a pair of these because I almost feel like they're just part of the lore of these crazy big fashion sneakers. And so I definitely wanted to add them to my collection. You guys are gonna have to let me know down below, do you like videos like this? Do you not like videos like this? Does it irk you? Are you excited for me to share kind of whatever I'm into at the moment, whether it's from the thrift store or designer or somewhere in between? I don't want to like flex on you guys, but I do just like to share things with you guys. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know if you think that these items are cute or ugly, if you think they're worth the splurge, or if you think I'm flushing my money down the toilet. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below. Also, if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see y'all later. Bye!